She was sure that those wonderful purple horns would go great with this incredible dark turquoise coat. And she was right.
All right, we are recording. Hey everybody, my name is Joe. Welcome to the third episode of Create Together. We're telling stories about people all over the world who are coping with this strange time of pandemic and isolation by staying creative and doing it together with other people, collaborating online on all kinds of creative projects. And when I say together with other people, the other people is you. The one watching this right now, you. So if you feel like doing something creative, maybe with your family or with your kids, or even if you're on your own, or maybe especially if you're on your own, jump in, make some art with us. In a second, I'm going to show you a short documentary project a bunch of us made together about how not everybody during this pandemic is able to stay home, and how it feels to be told you should stay home when you can't. But first, watch this.
I think I'm missing something that you could easily replace. Maybe if I asked you nice, you would give it to me. Please give it to me. Oh, I think I need another piece of this.
I think you better make your peace with it.
One of the things you see people saying a lot online these days is we're all in this together. And usually somewhere in the comments you see someone else say, nope, we're not all in this together. And then usually my gut reaction when I see that is, hey, let's all be team players. Come on, we are all in this together. But the truth is, even though this virus is impacting all of our lives, that impact is very different for different people. We're not all going through the same thing. There's a disparity in our experiences. Now, this next project started with a powerful piece of writing about that disparity, and it inspired a lot of different people with a lot of different experiences to contribute their perspectives. And that writing was written by a woman in Oklahoma named Morgan.
Hey, Morgan Vicious Vixen here. I live in Oklahoma with my 3 children, Skylar, Julie, and Ryan. I do have to work to support them. I'm a single parent with 3 kids that rely on my income for survival, for our home and our utilities and our food. I'm currently working at a fulfillment center. My job is to make sure that our priority shipments get sent out on the time frame that they're supposed to be. One day I was at work. I received the news that we had a confirmed case. I started looking at the people around me and thinking about them not being able to stay home and be quarantined because all of these people, including myself, are out continuing to work out of necessity. It was just a frustrating feeling. So during one of my 15-minute breaks, I just sat down and decided to write how I felt. It's titled Dear Diary because I just kind of wrote it as if I was writing in a diary or a journal or whatever, and I just kind of let go. And here's what it says. There have been confirmed cases where I work. This guts me. There's a high probability that I've been exposed. Now all I can do is try to remain somewhat calm, keep working, and hope that I'm fortunate enough to be a statistic that just gets sick. It's been hard for me to focus on anything else lately. People keep throwing out numbers of projected death rates, and those numbers are him, her, and me, the working class, the poor, the people doing jobs for survival so others can remain in the comfort in their homes. It's irritating to see those who can afford to stay home offer advice to those who cannot. If we could afford to be home with our own children, safe from the dangers that loom, we would be. This is why it's taken me so long to actually get on camera because it's not easy. It's not an easy place to be.
This piece of writing really impacted me, stuck with me. It really struck me because there's so much advice going around right now about stay at home, and I've said it. I've said it on these videos, like, stay home. But it's really a luxury.
It's a scary time to live in, especially if you're not one of the quarantine elite, which I refer to the people who can't afford to stay home without the worry of losing everything that they have, and offer advice on what to do because they don't realize that for some people that, we risk losing everything if we stay at home.
It doesn't feel fair to me that some people like me get to stay home and seek safety from this pandemic, but not everybody does get to do that, and it comes down to economic realities. So we started a project to make a short documentary piece about who stays home. You can talk in the camera about this. Tell us if you're staying home, or tell us if you don't get to stay home. Maybe you have to work, or maybe you have other reasons why you're not getting to stay home. I just want to hear all about it.